When you do these movements, you always need, we're going to do the sideways one because you can see me more easily for a start. And let me explain as we go. So sink into your left leg, keep sinking, place the toe, and then put it flat. Okay, my weight is still on this foot. Okay, well, what tends to happen is this leg collapses in. So you always have to have a feeling of someone pushing against there, and you're making sure that they don't make your leg do that. Relax. So it's not a use of the muscle outwards. It's almost like you connect the fascia from here to the side of that foot which has gone out. And incidentally, you do it on both legs, but we'll get there in a minute. So you sink into your left leg and you place your foot and just put it down. Now, there's a feeling here. My knee is not completely locked. It's definitely not locked. It's not bent forward too much either here. Let me just put one foot slightly forward so you can see that one. So it's not this. It's not hyperextended back. It's just straight. But I feel as though someone is by the side of me here trying to push that leg inwards in order to collapse my structure. So what you do is you feel as though, it's very hard to explain because you're not really using your muscles. You're just putting in a little bit of intention into that side of the leg to give it structural integrity. Yeah. So I think the word that possibly can be used here is tensegrity. Although that involves, well, yeah, it could involve one part of you. So you sink into the foot. Oh, let's go to the other side. You sink into the foot and you place your toe and now your foot. Okay, now just feel not like you're going out like this. You definitely don't want that to happen. You feel as though there's an expansion there slightly. It's like you've connected with all the musculature, in fact, the fascia, running down the side of your leg, but not to the extent of doing that and pushing out. Yeah, try the other side. So you sink, you place your toe, then your heel, and you keep on that left foot. And that feeling of just slight opening here. Okay. Now, there is another one. There's more to it than that. There is not just an external expansion. There is also a simultaneous internal expansion, like you're doing this with the leg. I think expansion would not be the right word, but so if I'm here, I feel not only as though this is going out, but I also feel as though someone is trying to, let's say someone's put a hand here and is trying to make my leg do that. I'm stopping them from doing that as well. So this now moves us onto a position which is called riding horse stance. And in standing Qigong, this is where if you're doing standing Qigong, where you're sitting down like this and your hands are, say, here or here or here or here, wherever your position may be. So you're standing like this. So if you just sit down, okay, start again. Pelvic tilt, sit down. Okay. Now we're looking at a thing called the bow of the legs in Tai Chi, Qigong, and in particular in Zhan Zhuang Qigong. And the bow of the legs is where, now then, what you want to do is you need to feel like this lower A-frame without the crossbar, upside down V. This is extremely structurally strong. So what you do is, I want you to literally physically push your knees out like that for a second, then bring them back. Push them out. Okay, now I want you to do the opposite. I want you to squeeze the knees together and now bring them back. Squeeze them together, bring them back. So we go out, middle, squeeze, middle. Okay. Now, without doing any pushing whatsoever, someone is coming behind you or front or whatever, and they're going to squeeze your legs together. Just feel like you're putting a little bit of intention into those legs, a bit of attention, intention there, so they can't squeeze you. Okay, so now they've put their fingers here between your knees and they're trying to push you out. So now what I want you to do is squeeze your knees together without doing so. So you haven't moved anything. You haven't tensed any muscles. you've just put a bit of intention into between the legs. Okay, so now we're going to push out without doing so. Yeah, so you feel like you're expanding, but you're not. And now you're going to squeeze, and you feel like the legs are doing this, but they don't move at all. So expand, and then squeeze, and expand, and then squeeze. So you expand, squeeze, expand, squeeze. Okay, so all that's happening is your attention is going to the outside, going to the inside, the outside, the inside. Yeah, just do it a few times. Outside, inside, outside, inside. And you are not moving even a nano whatever. Yeah, so really opening and closing there with the knees, but nothing's happening. Okay, now stay there. So what happens is that the act of doing this and this and this and this, you can do it you can stand if you want. The act of doing this and this and this and this sets up the body. It connects the body on those sides, inner and outer. It literally sort of like makes the fascia work as a section of your body. It's not well explained, but it connects the outside and the inside here. And after doing it 2 or 3 times, when you're learning it, maybe 4 or 5, but not a lot more, you can let go and it keeps on doing it for you. Because you've set it up, you've set the feeling up, it retains that feeling. So if I now drop straight back into it, which I already have done, I can feel it immediately. I feel there's an energetic connection running down the inside and running the outside as well. Yeah, I can feel like something is going on here, something is going there. And I'm not sure about running down. It's not quite correct, but I can just feel the connection on the outside and the inside. So when we come to do any bow stance, to come back to this, you place your foot and you move forwards. Okay, so this is like a riding horse stance, but with 70-30, isn't it? I mean, I could just turn this foot. I know the one's further back, and then sit down, and I'm sort of in a riding horse stance, but not quite. So here, I have the same feeling. Someone's trying to push this leg this way. Someone's trying to push this leg this way. So there's the squeezing going on. So I feel an expansion on the legs, but it's so gentle and there's no muscular tightness. I have to accentuate that, because otherwise your legs are just going to get exhausted because you'll be tensing muscles the whole time, which stops energy flow. You do not want to stop energy flow. In fact, quite the opposite. You want to increase it. So it's like you need your pipelines open for the energy to work around the body. All the meridians are working, all the channels are working. So when I'm in this posture here, so put a right leg, left leg, whichever you like, forwards, 70% here. Yeah, 70% of weight on that front leg. And you feel like someone's trying to squeeze your knees together. So just feel like they're slightly opening. Now then someone's trying to push your knees together like that. So you feel this is opening here on the knees. And so you expand and then squeeze, expand, squeeze, expand, squeeze, expand, squeeze, neutral.